my son call you?
Somebody called. It seemed like it was him.
About custody?
It was regarding female trespassing. Supposed to be here.
She's left.
Okay.
Where she went.
Okay.
Shh. Stop.
So what happened?
So it is my son and daughter-in-law. Well, they're trying to get divorced. Somebody tried to kill him on October 2nd. We called the police a couple weeks ago and reported it. I think we have his name. She hasn't known where they were. Hello. Hi. They are. Bye. What? The door, and when I answered it, she didn't know the kids were here. She was just trying to find my son and the kids. So.
What was her name?
Can I go have my grandkids?
Just come outside and shut the door.
Wait, I'm gonna go out in just a second, okay? Oh, Jesse. Okay. Her name's Melani Pawlowski. My son got the doorbell so I could see who was at the door. And
she knocked instead of ringing the doorbell?
She rang the doorbell.
Oh, okay.
But
can you spell that last name for me?
It's Boudreaux.
So she came over here looking for the kids.
So she came over here to ask me if I would tell her where the kids are. She had no idea they were here. I don't think she thought he would come here.
Okay.
Is this your house?
This is my house.
Oh, okay. She came over here to ask for him and the kids.
Saying nobody's seen or heard from them in a month. He's taken them out of school, which is true. That's what he's done. On advice of the police detective in Arizona and his lawyer. She has moved to Idaho without telling him.
How did she know you guys lived here? She's been over
We've lived here 17 years.
Okay.
They've been married for 11.
Did she get upset? Did she try to force
She was
her way
crying.
inside?
Yeah.
She was crying. That was it?
And
She
I told
didn't
her
do anything threatening towards you or anything like that?
Well, I told her I'd talk to her through the door, but I didn't want her to know the kids were here. So when one of the grandkids came down, I closed the door, and then I could hear her just yelling, and I think my son was talking to her through the ring doorbell. And she was just yelling, and kept ringing the doorbell, trying to get me to come out to the door, and I would come back.
She didn't try to open up the door?
I don't know if she did or not.
Like that. Do you know what she was yelling at? Was it like an angry yelling, or just, yeah? But you can...
I went upstairs with the kids. I took them back up to the bedroom we were playing in, and ignored the kids. She rang the doorbell again. They're like, someone's at the door, and I just said no, because I don't want them to see their mom.
Okay. You guys don't have like a protective order in place or anything, or she's not allowed to come over here? Has she been officially trespassed from this place by a police officer, or?
You know what? My son and husband talked to the police the last, it was a week ago Friday, when we were afraid they were going to come through here and try to get the kids.
Okay.
So he did call on the advice of his police detective in Arizona to talk to.
Okay.
So I don't, he's on his way here.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk to him.
Okay. You don't have a phone number for her by chance, do you?
You know what? I don't know if she has the same phone number that I have a phone number. I just don't know if it's the same one.
That's all right.
Does he have one? A better one than he does? Okay, we'll talk to him and grab it from him.
He's been texting. He was just going to the DMV.
Okay, no problem. Did you get her information?
I haven't yet.
It's Teresa.
TH?
No, Teresa. Same last name.
So she doesn't live here. She lives in Idaho, supposedly.
She was they both live in Arizona. And so after he got shot at, and she said she was moving to Idaho, then he took the kids, and the advice was to go hide. Because if she takes them,
So
she can't get them back. Because they had mediated. They thought their divorce was final. And the mediator didn't submit the papers. And so then when she said she was moving, he could have full custody. He went to his attorney. He found out they were not divorced, and there was no custody agreement in place.
Okay.
So she's still trying to use the old custody agreement that never went. It was never filed.
Okay.
And at the time, they did have joint custody and had worked all that out. But they both would have lived within 15 minutes of the school the kids were going to.
Yeah. Okay. So you're just looking, you don't want her back on the property, I assume, so we can officially trespass her, so that way if she does come back, we can remove her from the property or arrest her or do whatever, so.
And I don't know where her car was, because I didn't see a car when she came to the door.
Yeah, we came through the area, I guess it was like a white
Kia Telluride? Does that sound familiar?
Like that, so.
That's what he said is the newest car shop.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So
Well, yeah, we were looking
this
through
is
the...
him.
Oh, that's him? Awesome.
Perfect.
Yeah, we can put some extra patrols up here. We can have some of our other officers just keep extra patrol in here. If she does come back, give us a call as soon as possible so we can come up here and talk to her. But
Okay.
yeah, so everybody's okay.
All I said was, I said, you need to go through courts. Just go through courts.
Okay. Awesome.
How's it going?
It's okay. I just didn't want her to know the kids were here, and now she does. So.
My detective said he wants to talk to you guys, or somebody from your department, because we can't talk about a lot of the stuff that's going on in our case right now.
Okay.
So I'm supposed to be at my parents' house.
A detective, who's the detective?
Yeah, Gilbert Police Department.
In Gilbert?
Yeah, it's an attempted homicide there. Apparently, he's meeting with the FBI this week because there's 2 murders that they're also investigating that all tie together.
Okay.
So.
And he wants to talk to us?
He says, please give the police department my contact number. I don't want them to share too much, but I need them to understand this isn't a standard case, so I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, we can talk to him here after we're done here. We'll just...
Okay.
Can I get your first and last name, date of birth?
Brandon Boudreaux. B-O-U.
He's got it twice already.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm from Mesa, so I know Gilbert and Mesa and everything like that, so.
Perfect.
They're going over. Okay, so
We just kept coming.
gotta go around.
So what happened from your side of the story? What's going on?
I need to get my mom tried to register my car, but she didn't drive it down there, so I had to go because it was an out-of-state VIN. I can't register my car in my name right now because I don't have anything that tied me to here, which didn't do me good. But so I was down there trying to get my car registered. I saw on my doorbell camera that it was her. And my mom's not tied into my doorbell camera, so she didn't know. So she answered the door, and I don't know. I didn't watch that part of the conversation, but as soon as I realized it was her, I got on the camera and I told her she needed to leave. It's private property; she's not allowed here. And I have it recorded, but it's about a 6-minute conversation. I just kept asking her to leave, telling her she's not allowed here, telling her she needs to leave. We're going to call the police, and finally she left. So that's the abbreviated version.
Were you able to see what vehicle she was in, or?
I think the camera probably got it because she had to, unless she parked this way and never drove past at all.
Okay.
Because my camera records, I pay for the fee to have it record after the shooting.
Okay.
So I could definitely turn that in, but she drives a Kia Telluride. So
Kia Telluride.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea what year?
I can pull it up really quick.
So she's supposed to be living up in Idaho right now?
Yeah, she's up in Rexburg right now.
She knew you were living here then for some reason, or she just came by just to...
I don't know if she already knew, if someone told her. There are only a few people who know, but one of them might have felt bad because she's been on Facebook offering a $10,000 reward and all kinds of stuff.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
somebody might have said something. Here's the... So her car is a 2020 Kia Telluride. If she still has it on there, it's an AZ plate CRT 5817.
Do you have a license plate or a VIN for that?
Yeah, he just gave it to me.
I've got a license plate and the VIN's
Oh,
here too.
awesome. Yeah, I mean,
5817.
But last time, when she was leaving Arizona, her and her uncle, who's the one that I believe shot at me, which we're not supposed to talk about, but they went and took the license plate off of her car and started driving to my friend's houses, and they forced their way into one of the houses.
Okay.
So I just didn't feel comfortable coming back home, knowing she was here, thinking he was here. That's why I called you guys.
Okay.
I was like, I don't feel like I can even drive up without. I don't have my gun on me. I left it inside.
Okay.
I thought I was okay. Stupid.
All right. All right. So
I don't know that she was driving that, but
on the Ring doorbell, did she threaten you in any way? Did she threaten to like do anything? Did she? Or...
no, there's nothing you guys are gonna be able to do because she's very careful. She did say that she thinks I shot it myself, which I told my detective she's been spreading over and over, which obviously they have a lot of evidence that that's not true, but
Yeah.
anyways.
I'm just talking, just about this situation. If she said anything on the Ring, like, "Hey,
We could listen to it. I was really heightened, so I wasn't.
No, that's okay. Yeah, we can search the area. We can throw some extra patrols up here, make sure that she's not hanging around or, coming back here. If you guys do see anything, you can call us right away, and we can be up here in a few minutes and talk to her. So, also, we need do you have like a good contact number
So it
for
looks,
her?
yeah, I'll give you her number. Will you call the detective before you talk to her? So this is what she's wearing. She's got a black hat, a real purple hoodie, and gray pants. Assuming she didn't already leave. Here you can hear me talk to her. And it's probably on Bluetooth right now. Oh shoot, audio recording's up.
That's okay. It's not a problem.
It just sucks because he's gonna want that. Let me see.
Yeah, she's in it. Yeah. All right. You have a good contact number. Alright, like I said, we'll extra patrol this a little more. If you see anything suspicious or anything like that, don't hesitate to give us a call so we can come up here and see what's going on. If she does come here, call us. If you know where she's at, call us. We'll talk to your detective, see what's going on, but then we need to contact her and say, hey, you're officially trespassed from this residence, so if you do come back here, you'll get arrested or removed or whatever, and then we can go from there, okay?
Okay, I appreciate that.
Let me Give me just 1 second. I'm going to grab you a case number. That way you have something to reference for any future follow-ups should they come up. But get that. I'll leave you with this. It's got contact phone number. It's got my name. And then I can come up here for follow-up.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Yep.
Yeah, do you have any, you can just get it over the radio, just ask for a case number real quick.
Okay.
Do you have any other questions or concerns for us at this time? No? Okay. So,
5J44.
no, it's not wasting our time with what's going on, you know, so.
Can I get a case number for this call?
I'll find someone in the statement. It wasn't the best place. We're just trying to make it easier on my kids. They don't know anything's going on.
Code 4. So there's that.
So yeah, like there's going to be a report written on this and everything that you said. We'll contact her, we'll contact your detective, see what's going on there, and then we'll just have to go from there. If we can't get in contact with her, then, you know, that's just how it's going to be. But if she's here, if she comes back or anything, we can talk to her in person, then we can do something about it. So, all right, any other questions, concerns for us now? Okay. All right, well, sorry about that, and give us a call if you need us, okay?
Thanks.
All right, have a better night. Melanie? What are you doing here?
Officers, I have a legal mediation agreement. My kids have been held out of state.
You were also criminally trespassed over the phone by me. You were
I asked
warned,
an officer to come here last night to do a check-in because I'm worried they're in danger.
but you
and
came
they-
over here after being told that you were criminally trespassed.
But I have an agreement saying that.
from this residence, correct?
But my order says that it's my time with my kids. They're supposed to be in Arizona. My husband's kept them
you were
out of school
trespassed from
for
this
over a month.
location.
I just need my kids, and
No.
you're welcome to look at this order. They've been out of state, out of school, and my husband's lied to everybody. I'm sure he lied to the cop last night. This is my
We've been in
order.
contact with.
Do you have a victim's advocate I can speak to in the police department, please?
Okay.
Melanie, so where'd you get this order from?
So this is our mediation order.
Okay.
I also have another copy of the original copy of the court. This is my time with the kids. My husband's been hiding with them over a month out of state.
Yeah, we talked to you the other day, right?
Yes, so
And
I
we
asked
told
for
you-
somebody to come in and check
okay.
in on them to just make sure they're safe because my husband will, or my ex-husband will not talk to me.
So we told you they were safe yesterday, right, on the phone?
You
We said
that
we saw
on the phone,
the
but
kids.
they are supposed to be in my custody right now.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are. There's no.
Okay, hey, right now, we're working through something else, okay?
Yeah, if you just want to step inside, we'll come talk to you in a moment, okay?
He said he's had a protection order against him, and there was nothing. I've never been served with him. He's lied to everybody. And he
So
kinda does
what
this,
what were you wanting to happen tonight? Coming over here, were you going to try to take the kids away from them, or what's
I'm not-
going on?
No, I'm not. I'm just trying to show that I was going to bring this copy to them and say this is my time with the kids.
Okay.
He's had them out of state, and he's been lying to. Everyone's protecting them. Like I know, they're nice. My in-laws are nice people, but they've been lied to, saying that there's a protection order in place, and there isn't. My kids are. I'm worried they're in danger because my husband's been doing a lot of things that cause me to worry. He says he was shot at a month ago, and then he went into hiding, and no one in Arizona has seen him for weeks or my children, and he kept them out for over a month with truant absences. I asked an officer to just come over here last night to just make sure they're safe, and he said I can't do a welfare check or a wellness check.
So did
For
you
some
not hear me
reason.
when I was talking? We were talking to you on the phone the other day, and said we came here because you were here. We came here. We checked on the kids. They were
Are you talking
okay.
about yesterday
Yeah.
or the day before?
Yeah, the day
I heard,
before.
and I had to call in because I didn't know if that was, I just heard something on speaker. I didn't hear everything. I heard that it wasn't super clear, and so I called in the next day and I said, can you, because I don't want to have to go over there again, can you send an officer to come check
You
in?
came over here anyways when we told you that you were
I have
trespassed from the... It
I
doesn't
have
matter,
illegal-
right?
Well, my children are inside.
I understand
and they're
that,
probably in
right?
danger.
They're probably in danger. You know that for sure. Like,
Well, I know what my ex is capable of, and he has a lot of evil people working with him. So I just wanted to make sure my kids were safe last night. And
So,
the officer.
so do you think
So I
this
need to
was
speak
the
to a
right?
victim's advocate.
Okay,
If you
I'm
can-
just. But you were trespassed, correct? You remember that on the phone?
I asked you if you understood. You said that you did. So
Okay.
So you understand you're trespassed, right?
Yes, but I believe with my order, I can come and just get my. I'm not going in.
Nope.
I'm not going into the house. Coming in.
Trespass from the property. You being on the lawn right now is a violation of that trespass.
Well, I can get off.
Well, it doesn't really matter now.
I'm not trying to barge into their house to run and take my. I'm just trying to be peacefully, trying to do what's right and what's in my order.
Is this the order from Arizona when
Yes,
you
it
were
is.
in there?
They're illegally out of state right now. Like he's keeping them out of school for over a month. I've been searching for them. I don't know what else to do. I asked someone to just come over and see if they're safe last night, and Carlson probably scared them off, saying there's a protection order, and there's no protection order. We can go and look everything up right now.
Okay.
I haven't seen or talked to my kids. I have a 2-year-old, 4-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 9-year-old, and they haven't seen their mom for over. And my husband's been doing drugs, and he's.
Well, this is probably not the best way to go about it, right? To come here and try to.
I tried asking if an officer can just
I
make sure
understand
they're
that,
safe.
and we told you
But
they
I
were
was
safe,
told
right?
I have this court order saying it's my time with the kids. If I know where they're at, I can go and get them.
No, so you can't come over here and forcefully take them,
I'm
and
just
we can't
knocking,
come
saying
over here
I
and
was
forcefully
gonna give
take
an
them
order
out,
because I know
right?
they've been lied to, saying there's
Okay,
a
well,
protection.
that's something that you're going to have to take up with the courts, right? Like we told you the other day. You're going to have to go to the courts.
I don't know if they're safe, and I feel like they're in danger.
We can go in there and check and see if they're safe. And then we can come back here and we can tell you they're safe. Stop talking. Stop talking, okay? We can go in there, check if they're safe, but we already trespassed you from this property saying you can't come back here. And you came back here. And it doesn't matter if you got this piece of paper. We told you not to come back here, and you come back here and you're upsetting everybody, and now it's just a whole frickin' problem. So your whole thing is here is you want to come here and check if they're safe? You want a welfare check on them?
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
Well, and it's my time with
Yeah, so that's another problem, right? So this is a whole civil problem. This is a whole court thing, okay? Because even if you do come here with these papers and say, yep, it's my time, they're not giving them back to me, then the only thing you got to do is go to the courts and you got to say, hey, listen, if these are signed by a judge down there in the court or whatever, he can say, you know what, this is your time, let's get this back in court, let's have him come back to court, let's do this, then we can give you a report number, and we can stop talking, okay, I'm explaining some things, okay? Are you understanding what I'm saying?
Yeah, sir.
So this isn't the best way to go about things.
Yes, sir.
You can bring up everything to the judge. You think he's doing drugs and that he's been getting shot at and that it's not a safe environment for your kids. But what you can't do is come to a place where you've been trespassed.
Yes, sir. I just thought with my order, then I can just. It's okay. Thank you.
So now there's a bigger problem here because we trespassed you and you weren't supposed to be on here and you're causing alarm to them and everything like that. Who's your judge down there? You don't know your judge? Who signed your papers? Where'd you even get these papers from?
They were mailed to me.
You live in Arizona?
Yes, sir.
was this done in mediation or in court? Because I don't see anything
It's a
that
court-ordered.
I don't see anything signed by a judge.
I have the copy with more signatures if you need to see that. This was just for them. I was just bringing them to them because I know they've been lying.
This is a mediated settlement agreement, not a court order.
Yes, the court mediation was
Well, if it was done through mediation, it's not through the court. That just means that you guys sat down with the mediator, you agreed on something. This is not something that's been enforced by a judge.
It has, sir. I have the paperwork in the car.
So you guys went to court, you sat there with the judge, made a determination.
Let's grab that real quick so I can see what kind of judge that is.
I have a... Is there a way, sir, for him to check, like with a picture or something, just to make sure it is them?
What, you don't believe us that we can go in there and check their well-being, or what?
No, sir. They have tons of cousins over probably, and I just want to make sure it's my kid.
We'll make sure. We're not here to lie to you or just make sure that your kids are not being taken care of. That's a huge deal to us, right?
I don't think you would lie to me. I just want to make sure.
Kids are, in the state of Utah, kids are a big deal. So, like, we take that thing seriously. So, if we're there to check out the kids' well-being, we're going to do that. We're not just going to tell you something that's not true, right? Where'd you park?
Right back here.
Behind the truck?
Yes, sir.
Is there anybody with you?
Yes, sir. Family member.
What's his name?
Alex Cox.
Yeah, hey, goody. Hang back for a second. Are you guys still married?
No, sir.
Your divorce is final?
Yes, it is.
When was it finalized?
October, it's on there. October, is it the 22nd? Is that the...
Oh, here?
Yes. So, beginning October 15th, we didn't have any mediations orders mailed out yet. I didn't have any copies, so he began hiding with the kids. And we haven't seen them since.
Okay, have you been back to the court since he's left the state of Arizona? Have you, like, talked to the judge?
I would love to speak to a victim's advocate
Okay.
because I'm not safe in my home in Arizona.
You're not safe in your home in Arizona?
I'm not, and so I had to, I've just been looking for them. I don't know how to do, I felt like, it says in here to not go straight to file in court, says there's a process that we both agreed to go by, so we're supposed to contact each other first, and he hasn't been contacted.
So if you guys haven't been doing that, then you can skip that step and go through that.
So I was just trying to do things the right way. I don't want all this drama, and just, he's tried to file something, what I heard, I don't know, because I couldn't be at my house, because I didn't feel safe. He's had me followed, and I've tried to just do the best I can with going about this. I don't know, I've never done this before, like I don't.
Okay, so the proper thing to go about this is, you know, when all things else are failing, what you got to do is go to the court and you got to see a judge and you got to do the whole court stuff, right?
Yeah,
is that not making sense, or what do you want?
No, it's a long process. Like he's been hiding with them for a month.
That's right. But if they're hiding and you can't get in contact with them and you're doing all this stuff, then the next step is to go to court and do all that stuff, right?
I couldn't safely do that, and so I just...
You can't safely go to court.
No, I couldn't safely go to the resolution case hearing. I'd love to just speak to a victim's advocate if that's possible.
Yeah, but
I mean, you guys can go in and make sure they're safe tonight, and I don't know what he's gonna do tomorrow.
we have another officer
go run
over
away
there
with the kids somewhere, and if they're in danger, so I don't know if I have this and it says it's my time with the kids. Like, how do
Actually, doesn't say in the court order that you guys have a set schedule. It says that you guys have worked through mediation.
We do. It's in here. It's just
it says flexible parenting plan. They can be changed at any time. That's what it says in the court order.
We have set days, set weekends, and so we did set all of that.
Well, maybe in mediation you did, but in the court order it doesn't specify a specific time frame or a set schedule. It says that you've agreed in mediation to a flexible parenting plan, which can change at any time. There's no set time for parents.
Okay, what do you recommend for, like, he's been hiding with them for over a month? Like, that's not allowed. He's out of state with them. He's kept them out of school. They just got unenrolled from their school in Arizona.
So like I'm saying, we're not going to force the kids to come with you. We're not going to drag them out or take them or whatever like that. So what I'm telling you is that you need to go to the courts as soon as possible. And I know it might take a little bit of a time. It might take a little bit of time and stuff like that, but that's the best way.
Can I ask you something? If they go in there and they're not all in there, then what happens next?
We'll have to find out where they are. We'll have to check on them.
Right?
Yeah, that's why I said.
Okay.
That's why I said we checked on them and they were all good. But the problem is that you're coming here and you're causing alarm.
I'm not trying.
And when we told you you weren't allowed onto that property.
Right, but if I have this and they have
it doesn't
my
matter
children,
when we trespass.
They have no right to my kids. That's the in-laws. They're not even with the husband. So is that an issue?
The husband's there. I talked to him.
He's there right now.
Yeah, I talked to him. Like
Brandon Boudreaux is there right now.
I don't know if he's there right now,
So
but he's living there. Right?
They're not the in-laws have no rights
Okay,
to
I'm
the
not
kids,
here to
right?
argue with you anymore.
I don't want to argue.
Okay?
I'm just trying to.
So what you asked me is what you need to do, and if everything's what you're saying is true.
File kidnapping, that they're out of state with in-laws who have no rights to the kids?
I'm getting really pissed off right now that you're not listening to me and you're just talking over me. That is just really pissing me off. Do you want to listen to what I have to say, or do you want to just go your separate way and then we can just deal with you another day, I guess?
Sir, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just trying to understand it. I haven't seen my kids in a long time.
I understand that, and I know we deal with a lot of these things, and the problem is that
so far,
the problem is that our hands are kind of tied when it comes to like civil papers like this and civil matters, right?
So how do we protect the kids?
So we can go in there and we can check their well-being and make sure they're okay and everything. If we don't see anything that's like wrong with them, or if they're being, we can ask them and check on them. Are you guys okay? Whatever, and they're like, yeah, we're fine. We're totally fine. Okay. Then our kind of thing is kind of just, oh, they're okay. Like it's not. We can't just keep pressing for stuff that's not there, right?
Sure.
So like
that's my uttermost concern.
I understand that. I understand that, and the state of Utah takes kid abuse and stuff like that really seriously.
Okay.
So the thing that you need to do right now is you need to go to the courts and you need to have the courts request him to come to the court, and you guys need to figure out a custody exchange or what's going on. If you're saying what's happening, that it is your time, that he's kidnapping the kids and everything like that, you can tell that to the courts, and then the courts can issue whatever. They can say, yep, you're not allowed to have the kids, give them back, and they can take the kids from him, give them to you, and all that stuff. But tonight, we're not taking them away from him. We're not going to forcefully give them to you, and we're not going to do all that stuff.
Everybody's safe. Everybody's safe, and that's not even binding or legal yet. So, quite frankly,
how is it not legal?
Because it hasn't been signed, and it hasn't been submitted by your mediator. Okay. Facts are. No, I don't want to see it. I actually don't want to see it. Facts are, I think you should get a citation right now for trespassing.
Okay.
And then we should move on.
Okay.
Do you want me to do it for you, Goody? It's fine. Do you have her info?
Yeah, it's our case anyway, so we can go and just frickin' follow up on it. Yeah. Yeah, it's our case. So, just hang out here. Let's go grab our car and give her a case number and everything and do that. So,
stay here?
Yeah, just stay right here with these officers, and we'll be back in a moment.
Can I ask you a question, sir?
Yeah.
Officer, how do you know that it has not been submitted to the court systems?
Because apparently that's the conversation that your husband had with the mediator.
So if I pull up the Superior Court and it shows record that it has been, that's the story he's been telling, sir, but that's not the truth.
Okay. I mean, do you have an actual record that says, yeah, it's valid right now?
Sir.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, you're not going to get the kids out of here tonight anyway.
Sir, I just want to make sure they're safe.
They're safe. I just saw all 4 of them.
But do you have their pictures? Like, how do you know
They're
it wasn't
safe.
a cousin?
How do I know it wasn't a cousin?
Do you know what their pictures look like?
Do I know what their pictures look? Well, I don't know what the kids look like, but
So how do you know that was them?
how do you know that there's 4 kids in there
Because
that
the officer
right?
said that all 4
What was
of my
it?
children.
was it a 2-year-old, a 4-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 9-year-old, right? 3 boys, 1 girl.
No, 2 boys, 2
2 boys, 2 girls.
Sir,
The youngest
was
was the youngest one a girl,
Yes.
and then so that would mean your 2 and your 4-year-old's a girl.
No, boy.
Boy.
Blonde, curly hair, dimples, blue eyes.
Yeah, well, they're all in there,
Is
right?
there a way that
I'm not gonna go start snapping pictures of kids.
I
Okay,
just,
but
there have tons of cousins over there. How do I?
there's tons of cousins over there. Right now, you know for a fact there's tons of cousins over there. You can argue with me all day. You're not gonna win. Okay.
I just would love to speak to victims out.
There's 4 children in there that are happy and healthy. Okay.
So,
2 of them are playing Fortnite. The other 2 are watching Frozen. Is there anything else you want to know?
and
The
then
facts are is
you
you
just
can't
take
even
their
be here.
Word that it's not filed in court because I have legal documents saying that it was filed in court and signed by him, by the judge, by our mediator. So
Where's it at?
You just take it's right here.
Let me see it.
To show it to you.
It doesn't matter. I mean, again, still doesn't matter.
I mean, you can do whatever you want, but I'm just
I'm
here.
gonna do whatever I want.
I know.
Like the
You
facts
will.
are is that
I get it.
the facts
I
are
get
is
it.
that
Look,
like I'm not just gonna go in there and remove the kids from the home.
You do whatever you want. I know.
So if it was filed on October 22nd,
Yes, sir.
why
Why am I here now?
are you here now?
Sir, on October 16th, our mediator went into file, and then Brandon went into hiding with my children. They've been out of state for over a month, out of school, and I've been looking for them everywhere. Somebody said that they've seen Brandon, but not the kids, so I don't know if he's split them up different places. Their schools, I have unenrolled them now. He's not supposed to take them out of state, and he's broken everything in this agreement. He's lied and said that it hasn't been filed, and then he lied and said he has a protection order. And there's nothing that has been filed, and we can look it up. I have it on my phone as well, the Superior Court.
Well, there's that. So whether or not, I mean, obviously it may be filed or it may not be filed. I don't know. Whatever.
Sir, I sent an officer over here last night to do a welfare check, and they completely. And then he said I'd be happy to go do it, and then he called me and said, like the tone totally changed. Like they've been lying about what orders are in place. They're legally not supposed to be out of state right now. They're not. I don't even know if Brandon is there. They're not even in the care of either of their legal guardians right now.
Yeah, but they are safe. But they are safe and they're taken care of. So we're not just gonna go in there and remove them from the house.
Even though they're not with a legal guardian.
Absolutely not.
In-laws that
Absolutely not.
Okay.
No way. No way. I mean, you guys got all this other stuff going on. Like, if the kids are safe, we're not gonna take them out of the house. It's just that simple. And furthermore, it's a civil problem that we can't do anything about anyway. Does that make sense? Like, this is a custody thing. There's not much we can do with custody. All we can do is document that there's a custodial interference, and that's it.
If there's a way to get a picture, to just make sure that they're there and safe.
I'm not gonna go in there and disturb them anymore. Okay? They already don't want to see a cop. Okay? They don't want to see a cop.
If he kept to this order, we wouldn't be doing this.
All right, but I'm not gonna go in there and stir things up even more.
I'm their mother, and I haven't talked to them for over a month, and you won't even let me know for sure if they're safe.
I just let you know for sure they're safe.
I don't know if those are cousins over there.
There's nobody else in that house. There's nobody else in the house. So if you're telling me that you know for a fact there's 15 people in that house right now having some sort of family get together, you're out of your mind. because there's not anybody else in that house. Nobody. And honestly, your best option right now is to probably just stay away from here. Because what's going to happen is you're going to end up in jail. At some point in time, we'll just end up taking you to jail.
Probably not before my ex-husband with everything he's doing, so.
Okay? There's honestly, that custodial things, there's like nothing that we can do about it. Nothing.
I understand.
Not a thing.
It's sad. It's honestly sad, but I understand.
I get that it's sad, but you can't come over here, one, when you've been told not to,
kidnapped.
two, you're not kidnapped by their own parent. He has just as much right to them as you do.
There, though. No, he doesn't. It legally says that it's my time with them. He's been hiding with him out of state. He legally has broken everything in here.
Are you guys still married?
No.
Well, then you guys have got conflicting stories, and at this
and
point,
I have proof. I'm not coming up with stories. I'm telling you the truth.
They're in a safe home, and I'm just not gonna remove them. Nobody's gonna remove them. So you can sit here and argue and do all that stuff, and bring this guy over here, but it's not gonna do you any good.
I have a family member with me.
Where are you staying right now? Where are you living?
I live in Chandler, Arizona.
How long have you been out here for?
In Utah?
Yeah.
I came out here on Tuesday, and then I drove several hours away because I don't want to be around here, and I'm trying to just figure out the right thing to do.
We're several hours where? Where did you drive to?
Drove to Idaho and then back.
You literally drove to Idaho yesterday?
It was 4 or 5 hours.
And then back?
Yes, sir. I
right.
got my order, and I came back because it legally says it's my time with the kids, and he's broken everything in here. So you can look at this and say they're not to be removed from the state of Arizona or out of school, and they are.
I believe it. Okay? I believe it. But I think you guys have some deeper problems going on right now.
Sure, and I just want to make sure that it is my 4 children there and that they're safe.
But here's the thing, is I'm not going to do anything to make the situation worse. Nobody's going to do that. Okay? I'm not going to go in there and parade around taking pictures of these kids, you know.
I can show you a picture and you could just go make sure it's them.
Show me a picture.
Okay.
Show me a picture of all 4 of them. I've seen all 4 of them.
Okay.
So, show me a picture.
This is my daughter.
Is watching Frozen.
Okay. This is my son.
Did the hype for me?
This is my daughter.
Watching Frozen with your other one?
This is my...
And that should be the littlest one. Yep. Yeah. He was playing Fortnite with your other boy. Do you guys have a different court date set up or anything?
There's one set for a month away.
A month away? Where at? Arizona?
Yeah, Arizona. Gilbert, Arizona.
Gilbert?
If he's not in the state, though, then we have to file here, though, is what I heard. So it just starts all over, and
Yeah.
he can just keep hiding with my kids. And I don't know if we're safe.
I mean, to be 100% honest with you, I would just plan on having to come back here for court and just restarting it. Like that, there's just, you know what I mean? There's just nothing else that, we just can't do that stuff. We can't.
I know,
Like legally, I can't go in there and remove those kids. I can't do it.
I don't want to make a scene. Like, I just, like, this
I know.
whole thing sucks. Like, they literally make it impossible, like, for a mother
Yeah.
to, like, I've
It
done
is.
everything legally right.
I know.
And he's lied to everybody, and I've done everything right.
The facts are,
Only everyone who's helping him hide thinks there's a protection order in place. Everything has been a lie. I would love to speak to a victim's advocate and see what my options are.
okay.
Who's in the car with you?
It's my uncle Alex Cox.
Alex Cox. You know his date of birth by chance?
I don't.
You don't?
I'm sure he'd be happy to give it to you, though.
Okay. All right. Welfare check, but there's a medical
Alright, Melanie. Today you're going to be receiving a citation for criminal trespass.
This one's just 7-year-old.
I'm going to have you sign it. It's not an admission to guilt. Just acknowledging that you were given a copy of the citation.
Okay.
You'll also be provided with a copy for yourself.
Okay.
Would you like to sign the citation?
Would I like to? I mean, if I have to, do I have to sign it?
You don't have to,
Yeah, I don't.
but
If I don't have to, I mean, I don't know.
it all depends on
Yeah.
the judge. I mean, it's
Sure,
if
I mean,
you refuse
if
to sign it, judge we'll just put on there that you refuse to sign.
Yeah.
That might not look good to the
I
judge
just-
when you take care of it.
I don't
Like I
believe
said-
it was trespassing since I had a legal order, so I don't understand all that. I'll have to go.
Because
lawyer or
I
whatever.
told you were not allowed on that property over the phone. You stated
Right, but
you
if my
understood.
kids were in there
It
and I had
doesn't
a
matter. We can
Yeah.
fight
I understand
about it
now.
all day,
I know. I'm not
okay?
trying to argue, so I'll just choose not to sign it. I
Okay.
guess.
Grab her fingerprint real quick. We'll get you out of here.
Just put it on there. Get your right index finger. Just go ahead and place it right on there. Okay.
Yeah, let's go and grab it. I guess. Yeah, go ask. See if you got the driver license. Take a picture of that.
I'll just put on our copy that we submit that you refuse to sign the citation.
Sure. I don't know how all that works, so I'll just do that, I guess.
Okay. There's a copy for you. I did circle contact information for the American 4th District Court.
Do you have information as far as like does go into the office to speak to a victim's advocate? Or
Oh yeah. So here's this for you.
Thank you
Here's
so
a
much, I
card.
appreciate
I can write on the back for you our victim advocate's name.
that would be great. Thank you so much.
Her name's Donna Whiting. She's our victim advocate. So here's our case number. This is the officer in charge, Officer Burdine. Let me grab this clipboard. Let me write on there Donna Whiting. That's who you're gonna want to talk to. So.
As far as like a welfare check, like I don't want to. I've been told Brandon's mother's abusive, and is it okay to ask every day to have somebody go check on the kids?
And you're welcome to. And but the kids at both interactions have seemed happy, healthy.
That's good.
So
So there's ask for Donna. So on the front there's a office number, or that's what you want to call during regular business hours.
Okay, so
That's
they
for
only have regular business hours, like they wouldn't be available
right
right now.
now. No, yeah, because she's and stuff. So you'll have to call her tomorrow. Regular business hours. Talk to her about the situation. You can reference that case number. We'll write up a report on that stating what happened here today. But yeah, unfortunately, you can't show up even with a court order to try to do all that stuff, okay? Do you have any other questions or concerns for us at this time?
I don't.
Okay, don't come back. Please don't, because the next time you come back, you're probably going to go get booked into Utah County Jail. Okay?
I just thought I was doing the right thing with the court order, but it's okay, I learned.
Okay. All right, other than that, you're good to get out of here.
Thank you.
Yep.
What's up, Alex? You have your ID on you, man?
It's basically in my back pocket.
Keep your hands out where you can see, alright? Sure. Cool.
How's it going?
Pretty good, dude. Not bad. You guys came all the way from Arizona?
No.
Oh, where were you coming from?
Idaho.
Oh, Idaho. That's right. Go ahead. Do you live in Idaho?
Yeah, I just moved up there.
From where?
From Arizona.
Oh, what the heck?
Apparently it was too warm.
Idaho's a big change.
It's a good change. It's nice.
All right, here's your ID back, man.
Thanks.
Thanks, Alex. Appreciate it, man.
No problem. I can turn the dome light on if I like.
Well, keep my light out of your face, probably. I'm just, with everybody here, we can watch her, and then all of a sudden she's like, yeah, I got somebody out here. We're like, whoa, just let's make sure everybody's safe and okay. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So.
I'm not moving.
Cool.
None of that.
Yeah.
There's a judge on the dissolution of marriage. There's a legal separation. For address and driver's license.
Yeah. You can talk to her in this room or...
Okay. Alright. So we're just going to go down here.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. And just follow him. Nope, right here. Right here. Okay, so things have changed a little bit, okay? We made a mistake and didn't catch on until afterwards.
Okay.
Your criminal trespass is enhanced to domestic violence.
How does that work?
Because you were in a domestic relationship, you had, in-laws there, you trespassed, you entered the garage unlawfully, so we're actually going to be taking you into custody tonight.
Okay.
So I'm just going to need you to go ahead and stand up, face away from me, place your hands behind your back.
Do you need me to just leave?
You can just set that right there. We'll take everything with you.
Okay.
Is your uncle still out there?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. All right.
So do you have anything on you that would be considered illegal in a correctional facility? Drugs, knives, weapons?
Guns, knives, alcohol, drugs, anything like
I
that?
don't drink.
I'm gonna...
Okay. All right. I can go give these to your uncle. You probably want this to have some contact information and stuff. They can hold this at the jail for you, or if you want.
I can give it to my uncle.
Do you know phone numbers off of this and everything? So.
I don't.
Do you want to take that with so that way when you are released you can make contact?
Yeah.
Okay. Are these cuffs too tight?
No, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and double lock them so they don't cinch up on the ride over to the jail, okay?
Is that call still open or no?
Yeah. Okay. Alright, just go ahead and follow. Okay. I'm just gonna come right back here.
Grab a bunch of stuff out of the back seat, so. Let's just have you come up here for me, just at the front while I am.
Here, just go ahead and stand right here.
Can you at least let?
Yeah, we'll let him know.
You really will.
Yeah. Yep, we'll let him know before we leave. That way he's not sitting around waiting for you.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right, let's go ahead and have a seat in there. Put your seatbelt on.
Okay, go climb in there.
Never been in a cop car before.
Well, apologize that it's got to be like this, but we'll make it as painless as possible. Do you want me to go let Uncle know?
Doesn't matter.
Or do you want to do it? We pull up over there?
I don't know if we want to pull up over there because I don't want him to see her, you know. So.
Okay. Do you want me to go over there then?
We can go over there real quick and just. Wow.
He pulled up. I don't know if you noticed.
Oh, did what?
That's him right there.
Yeah. I just didn't want one of us falling, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Mr. Cox?
Yeah.
I'm going to leave this with you. Melanie's going to be going to the Utah County Jail tonight.
Okay.
So she wanted to leave that with you.
All right.
I'm sure she'll reach out to you as soon as she's able to, okay?
So where would I bail her out, or?
Yeah, you're going to be able to bail her out. It doesn't take very long to process her.
Okay.
But she's going to be at the Utah County Jail.
She has phone calls there, so I can ask her for a emergency contact, and we can give her your information.
I don't know if I don't think she has my number memorized.
Not in her phone. Does she have it in her phone?
Yeah, it's in her phone.
Oh yeah, we're taking her phone with her, so
Okay.
that way she can have all the numbers and stuff like that. But unfortunately, our hands are tied with the law and stuff like that, and this is just what's got to happen. So, okay?
Yeah.
All right,
Any
sir.
other questions, concerns for us?
How much is bail going to be on that?
I don't know.
Any idea?
Not
No.
yet, no.
When she gives you a call, she'll know the bail amount, so she can tell
that's
you.
all.
But
All right.
okay. All right.
All right,
Thanks.
thanks, guys.